So I'm going to talk about the most prevalent ways in which media is influencing politics today. The media section on ushistory.org gives a conclusive summary of the media's political effects that's based on multiple studies and assessments of data. It lists three main areas of politics that are currently being heavily altered and determined by mass media. The first is political agenda. The media has a huge say in which political matters are important to us and in what actually gets done in the government because they decide which issues and events get brought to our attention. People have come to depend solely on certain media to know what they should care about. In an article on povertyactionlab.org, it says, these media outlets can influence voters not only through the slant of a particular report, but also merely by choosing which stories to cover. So another thing that's recently been changed by media is the effects of the behaviors of political figures. The media has changed how we perceive candidates and officials. These days, with all of the many forms of media that we have, politicians are constantly being watched and we're constantly observing and judging their behaviors. On ushistory.org, it says that critics believe that too much attention is focused on how politicians look and come across on camera, rather than how good a job they are doing in political service. So there's concern that the media is leading us to care more about the superficial aspects of candidates rather than about their true political abilities. Lastly, media can influence voter opinions. A study done by a group of Yale researchers showed that media actually typically has little to no effect on the opinions of committed Republicans or Democrats, probably because they choose to only seek out news that they want to hear and that fits their agendas. However, the study showed that media can have a substantial amount of influence over uncommitted voters and can sway them to one side or the other. So it's important to think about how many of your political views are being determined by your own values and opinions, and how many are only coming from the media. This is an important part of media literacy. These are my sources, and thanks for watching.